First, you knew it as broken English. Then it was given a new name, Kolokwa. In the early 2000s, the music industry remixed Kolokwa, thus giving birth to hip-ko. Hip-ko has become tradition in Liberia, and who knows it better than hip-ko sensation Takun J?
Hey, that's my boy!
Shout out to your boy. Jonathan Kofa, better known to his fans as Takun J, is a hip-ko king. From birth, it was clear to see that Jonathan Kofa was destined to be an entertainment sensation, sweeping Liberians off their feet with his hip-ko lyrics and his unique style. By the time he graduated high school, music had already become his career. In 2012, Takun J launched his sophomore album, My Way, thus holding the first hip-ko festival in Liberia, bringing in crowds of over 20,000 people and setting records in Liberia. Takun J is not only Liberia's hip-ko king, but he's also the anti-rape and accountability ambassador for Liberia. He's even been beat up a few times and arrested for this song called Policeman. Since then, he has committed himself to writing songs that speak up against injustice, promote unity, and relates to people's everyday experiences in Liberia.
Yo, this is the story of this girl who was younger, living with this guy who claims to be her uncle. Her mother brought her to this guy when she was much younger. Took her to school, make her feel like a daughter. At the age of 14, her mother died, she discovered. Few months later, uncle attitude changed. Caught her in the corner, tried to pull down her jeans.
He's even caught attention from BBC, Al Jazeera, Forbes, and BET, Vice, Together Liberia, and OK Africa. Shoana's now getting the lowdown on Takun J as we speak. What's going on, girl?
Thanks, Fidel. This is Shoana. I'm here with Takun J, also known as Jonathan Kofa, actually born Jonathan Kofa. So, Takun, the name Takun, where did that come from?
Well, first of all, thanks for giving me the opportunity to be here, you know. And the name Takun J, is like, to be real, actually come from Liberia. Liberia is our way of, you know, saying somebody who been into something like a game or any kind of a music or anything, something like longer, like you started something like a business or you are a Takun.
You know, what was it like growing up in your household? Do you have any siblings, sisters and brothers? You know, what was it like? Are you the middle child, the first child, the last child? Who are you?
Anyway, Jonathan Kofa, you know, alias Takun J, you know, born May 14, 1981. You know, my mom, Frida B. Johnson. My father is Morris T. Kofa, and then I got three brothers, plus me, make it 3, and 1 sister. You know, and then 2 from my dad, me and my brother. You know, and then I got 2 kids. You know, through the struggle, still have to do it, still doing the music again at the same time. Making babies, should I say that? But
I know you have been dubbed the hip-ko king. Okay, first of all, hip-ko. Now, I'll be honest, when I heard hip-ko the first time I came to Liberia 5 years ago, you know, I was confused. I said hip-hop, they said no, hip-ko. I said no, hip-hop, they said hip-ko. I said, okay, so what exactly is hip-ko? Please tell me. I was telling, you know, some of the youth, I said, well, I think hip-ko is hip-hop in Kolokwa. I don't know, but what is hip-ko?
Yeah, sort of, you know, I like the way you came in at hip-hop in Kolokwa. Hip-hop and Kolokwa, yeah, using our hip, but we can do the flow. We probably hear some hip-ko music. It sounds like we're using the hip-hop beat, you know, but they still got some Kolokwa in between that. That's typical hip-ko right there. Okay. When they say, who the hip-ko artist, the first of all, say Takun J. Because, like, I made a sacrifice first in 2007 when I was beaten. And then, and not that, but I still doing more songs. You know, it's not really political song, but on the L's, speak on the L's, you know, make sure things in order. You know, like song like My Way, you know, like how I want to find things my way. It's a little bit kind of little political, but it's not ready. But just speaking on the L, making sure that you tell the people what is going on, because a lot of people don't understand. You're going to really speak a lot of, you know, terms and all of that. They won't understand what is unfolding. So if I do it in my music, break it down in my own simple English, obviously they're going to understand.
So they want you to speak for them.
That's why I got in one of my songs. Takun speak on our behalf. Here you go.
That must make you feel so good. I mean, I'm seeing you smile, but it makes you feel, I mean, it makes the music worth it, the time and the energy you put in towards it worth it. So you are now the anti-rape and accountability ambassador for Liberia. What does that mean?
Well, the anti-rape ambassador is like it also speak about finding my women, my girls, children, our sisters being raped. Then as a musician, people love me in the country, and then people wouldn't hear from me, looking up to me. So it's like, yo, I gotta make my responsibility. Let me do this song. I did a couple of songs, and stop the rape, and all the song called "Song for How the Little Girl Came from the Interior," and then when she was intimidated, and all of that. So it's like I always like to stand for the cause and speak on that. So the anti-rape position, it was given to me by the government, and then when they saw my effort, know what I do, and how strong I am in the music scene, and then they look at the kind of follower that I do have. I think this is what they really look at, because the follower that I got, and people listen to me in the society musically. And then say, "Man, Takun J, can you help us? Can you do this? Can you be an ambassador?" And like, it wouldn't work. I was like, "Yeah, okay, I can do it, because I like to speak. I like to be there to talk to my people."
You are very popular in Liberia, and I know it's a challenge sometimes when you want to be private. Like, just let's say you just want to take a stroll down the street, and you maybe just to clear your head, and you really can't, because while you're walking down, people are yelling your name, trying to talk to you, trying to take pictures with you. I mean, how do you adjust to that? How do you handle that?
Well, I handle that smoothly, but sometimes I don't handle it at all. I can get mad, and I can be like, "Why is it everybody just calling my name?" And I say, "But I cry for it, and I got it already. So why is it so?" But sometimes, it kind of a little irritating, and sometimes it's good, when you walk in the street, people screaming your name, they want to know you, some things that have never been done before, then they're doing it for you, that alone. For me, I always love it. They mean a lot to you. Only once in a while, sometimes when I try to disguise myself, sometimes I can put my hoodies on and put my,
well, you're tall, one, and you stand
yo,
so it's hard.
I'm telling you, the moment it gets to know, because I got 2 cars, so I drive the other one that don't have my hip code 1 plate on it.
Okay.
So when I drive the other one, nobody know, but yet stay, people just, that Jesus. But however, I love it.
So, of course, this is one question for the ladies. So, do you have any special lady in your life? I gotta ask the question.
Well, I think, right now, I don't think, my mind is not on that right now, for real, let me not lie.
Okay, so he might just want to keep that private. Okay, and I respect that. Slang in Liberia, I'm very bad at it. So, there's maybe 2 or 3 slangs that we use every day. What would you say the 3 most popular slangs are in Liberia?
Well, the 3, I can get a couple of them. Okay. Maybe more. My man, what's up? My man, don't tune.
What does that mean?
It's like don't mess up, something like that, Okay. It's like don't tune, what your level, Yeah.
Please explain it to me.
My man, don't call me today, You understand?
I don't understand. You sing?
Yeah.
You sing as well?
Yeah, hip hop is all about the single thing. I can sing in hip hop. It's almost like the single thing. They don't want me to my way, suppressing me every day. I wish I had my own way. That's singing in hip hop. I sing.
Yeah, boy. Well, this was an amazing interview. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. If there was one last thing that you want to put out there for people, advice, word of advice, just something for our Liberian people, what would it be?
Well, I would like to say to my Liberian people, we have to love our art and culture. That's the most important thing, because for what I see and what I notice, a lot of youth do have talents. A lot of youth need to expose themselves. So how they gonna expose themselves when we're not showing our love and unity to them? So we have to love what we got. That's my advice I got for Liberian people.
All right, thank you. Back to you, Fidel.
Thanks, Shoana. You should have asked him about that Sis Juice song. I was really curious about that. Anyway, for Liberia Travel and Entertainment Network, I'm Fidel, and you better let your grandma know.
Got my sex too, keeping up on my sex too. Okay, who know my sex too, dollar to the sex too. Okay, talking about the sex too, that can get fixed too. Okay, who means you do that all of your too. Okay, got my sex too, keeping up on my sex too. Okay, who know my sex too, dollar to the sex too. Okay, talking about the sex too, that can get fixed too. Okay, who means you do that all of your too. Okay, qualified to get her mother go to school. When it's school, everything was very cool. a suit about her when she in her room. I used to talk to her every day on my telephone. That made thoughts of sweet, nice on the telephone. Planning in the future, that could be one by call a second you before that I told my crew. I told my baby girl, join my LIP rapper crew. But Polo telling me, is she cool? Okay, she can join the crew, doesn't matter what she do. Call it dead, you hop up the rules. I used to see her every night, all this I beg her blues. To my telephone, call my boss, DJ Blues. DJ Bob, Blue, but how you do? Yeah, saw my freaking you last night in the Who. I saw her dancing on the stage, she won't never need to tell me.